Hello again. I'm back. We are back. Yeah, I went to karaoke bar, and as you can see, I'm stone cold sober. Okay. Now I can seriously drink, right? Because I'm home. Yeah. So karaoke bar, yeah, I sang Shakira, "Hips Don't Lie." I was actually I changed my mind. I was going to sing "New Kids on the Block" step by step. Okay, because it's a good campaign song, right? Yeah, step by step. Ooh baby, gonna get you in my world. Great campaign song, step by step, right? New Kids on the Block. Even their band name is very great. Befits the political campaign, right? Yeah, brand new politician, whatever, right? So, but they didn't have that song in the karaoke book. So, okay, I will stick to the original plan, Shakira. And I sang that song. I did dance a little bit, and audience was very kind and generous to me. So yeah, it went well. So and I did hand out a lot of campaign cards as well. So it was good. Yeah. So and of course, like during the cigarette breaks, I listen to other people what's their political view, right? Sometimes they ask me what's my political view, and they give me some feedbacks, right? It's always educational, right? Yeah, I learn from different point of view. So yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. It's going very well, at least for my educational purpose. You know, yeah, it's I like it a lot. And so I have day job, lawyer job, and after that nowadays I do political campaigning. So yeah, I'm busy, but I enjoy this. Okay, and when you're busy, time goes so fast, and that's great, right? You don't get bored. You don't have time to get bored, right? So that's good. Yeah. Well, I don't have to cover my mouth because there's nobody here. I don't have it. Yeah. So now that I can drink, please allow me bring my favorite vodka of the day, Alaskan Sage vodka, and Alaskan this spruce pine cone vodka. Oh boy, yeah. But they're the newest edition. Now I can drink some serious stuff. So, what did people tell me? Some people want smaller government, right? And I agree. Especially in this coronavirus situation, I opposed from the get go, from the beginning. They should not force this locking business and people down because it has devastating if impact on economy. Okay, if private business owners, private individuals, if they want to stay home, if they want to shut down the business, let them. But government should not force them to shut down and stay at home. To me, that's very big government stuff. All right, so I was against that from the very beginning. Okay, yeah. And I heard a lot from a lot of people that they very mistrust the government. Okay, very like libertarian point of view, right? Um, what's my point of view? I'm kind of in the middle, right? I'm kind of in the middle. Big government, small government. I'm kind of in the middle. How about pro-life and pro-life, pro-choice? By now, yeah, I used to be pro-choice, heavily so. Now, by now, after listening to people, I'm kind of in the middle. Pro-choice, pro-life. I'm kind of in the middle. Okay. Yeah. I'm slightly leaning toward pro-choice though. Why? Small government. Okay, so people should have their individual freedom. Okay, so I'm slightly leaning toward the left. Yeah, Democratic Party, liberal. All right, slightly like 51% when it comes to pro-choice, pro-life dichotomy. Okay. Yeah. So meeting many people and listening to them, learning from them, it can kind of make you a more well-rounded person, kind of more modest and moderate. Okay, and I guess that's how I'm evolving as a politician. So yeah, so it's so good. But when they want to talk, I just listen. No questions asked. I listen until they are done talking. Okay, because it satisfies them. Me listening to them, they love it, right? So if I just listen, I have more chance to get elected. Okay, because people love talking and they love good listeners, and I know how to listen. All right, so I think I may have a good shot. Okay, so because other politicians, what they do, they put campaign sign with their big name on it, right? I mean, I understand the advertisement value of that because people look at the name on the road sign, candidates, and some of them might be curious and look their name up, and their campaign website will show up so that they can learn about candidates. I understand the rationale behind it, okay, but that's not how I'm going to do it. Uh, Before the primary, what I'm going to do is just go to bars, clubs, restaurants, parks, any events where there are a lot of people. If it's dance club or karaoke bar, I perform, and people are curious about me, so I give them my campaign cards, and I introduce myself, and I ask them a question: "What's your politics? What's your story?" And then I listen and learn. I humble myself. Uh, this evening I sang Shakira's "Hips Don't Lie" because I want to lower myself. Dancing like, a clown. Okay, so that's the whole point of my campaign. I put people above me and I lower myself. What I do? Entertainment. And listen and learn from them. Okay, so humility. It's very Christian kind of attitude, like Book of Proverbs, Solomon, right? Humility. Also, yeah, Far East Asia, this Taoism, or Confucianism. You lower yourself and you learn from other people, right? Water come from above to the lower part, right? You lower yourself, yeah, water will come to you, wisdom, knowledge. Okay, so that's very Eastern Asiatic Oriental concept in Taoism and Confucianism. Alright, so yeah. Yeah. So it went very well, as always. Because I know how to do this, right? But at first I was kind of nervous about going to this bar tonight because I've been to that bar before, karaoke bar, but that particular region in this district, this Alaska Senate district that I'm running for, it has 40,000 people. So it's quite big. Okay, 40,000 people. So and this part of town is kind of heavily conservative. Okay, so I was a little bit nervous. I've been there, but never sang in the karaoke. I've been there. I did dance before, but singing karaoke, I was a little bit nervous. Okay, because they are a heavily conservative part of the town. Okay, so I was a little bit nervous. Okay, yeah, but it turned out alright. So yeah, it turned out very well actually. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay, and then we'll be back. I'll tell you more about what happened, okay? Nothing bad, okay, but yeah, there's some more stories to it, okay, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I met many great people, men and women. Okay, they were fantastic uh, locals, my neighbors, right? Yeah, so and they're fantastic singers too. Okay, and great performers. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Yeah, I enjoy watching them, listening to them, dancing, singing. I really enjoy that. Okay, so yeah, they're great. Better singers and better dancers than me. Okay, by all means. I also ran into some local filmmakers too. Yeah, I used to be a filmmaker too. Okay, so I we talked about filmmaking. Okay, there's some great philosophy in filmmaking, as they told me. Okay, so it's not about one director. It's about collaboration of all the staffs, like actors and writers, directors, producers, right? Collaborative effort. It's not about just director, you know. And that was really cool, good philosophy, very applicable to political campaign, because it's not all about just this candidate. It's about people, you know. Yeah, so, yeah, I could see some common denominator between filmmaking and politics, political campaign. Yeah, so that was good. But the movie I made, I did all by myself. Therapy for metaphoria, okay? Because I wanted to do it all by myself. Just for the record, right? To make a history. First in kind. Feature length, 70-minute long, 1 hour and 10 minutes movie, all by one man made movie, okay? And I did that, okay? So, it's on the YouTube, okay, if you're interested. Therapy for Metaphobia. Right? For my fellow Alaskan filmmakers, they made all Alaskan movie, and this weekend I'm gonna go watch, because they told me it's in the local theater. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Okay, so I'm I'm sure it's a really good movie. Okay, all Alaska movie. I can't wait. So I'm gonna watch that movie. My fellow Alaskan filmmakers. Yeah. Yeah, I met other people too. Okay. So I gotta go to karaoke bars, right? Dance clubs, and they're very beautiful ladies, and they're so kind and generous to me. Okay, when I sing and dance, they applaud for me. I'm very grateful. Yeah, very beautiful, beautiful young ladies. It doesn't matter what age or gender they may be. They're very kind and generous to me. Okay, so I thank them, bow down to them. Okay, they're so nice to me. Okay, so God bless them. God bless them. Yeah, for generations to come. Okay, so yeah, they're so nice. Very nice people, right? Yeah. And also, I met some other locals, you know, expressing uh, their thoughts. I'm kind of new to Alaska, okay, relatively, because they are Alaskans born and raised here, okay. I came out to Alaska 5 years ago, okay, and then I'm running for Alaska Senate, and some of them were a little bit skeptical, right? Hey, man, yeah, we've been here for born and raised for decades, and you came to Alaska like 5 years ago, and you may come and go like many people who come and go, and now you are going to represent us. Hmm. What do you want from us? Hmm? What did you come here for? So, the way I would explain is the truth. Well, when I came to Alaska, I did not think about politics at all. Why did I come to Alaska? Uh, Escapism, all right, adventurism. Wanted to escape, okay, adventure. That's why I came here. All right, I did not think about politics at all. When I first came to Alaska 5 years ago, I did not come here to run for election. No, it was not in my thought or mind at all. Right? Then I got a computer programmer job, and I studied for Alaska bar exam, and I passed it. So after that, I got a lawyer job, and then I got some spare time, so I started going to local political meetings, and got interested in politics, and then started running for campaign election. That's just how it happened. It was not pre-planned at all. Okay. Yeah. So then, why am I into politics? I want to save the world. Right. Hey, there's only one problem. Uh, okay. What's the problem, if I may ask you? You're not Jesus. You're not even Jewish. You're not Son of God. How can you save the world? Even Jesus could not save the world. He tried, right? He couldn't even save the world. Look at this world. Is it saved after Jesus? Even even Son of God could not save the world. And now you? Do you think you can save the world? Yes. Are you saying you are greater than Jesus? No. Then what are you saying? Well, it won't be just me. What I'm saying is, I will lead the effort toward salvation of humanity. But I'm not Jesus. I'm not Son of God. Okay, I'm not Jewish. I'm not the chosen one. I'm just Asian, aging Alaskan, American, ASS. That's all I am. But I believe we can save the world altogether. Okay, and I believe I have the leadership skill to make that happen. Yeah. At least I do my best to save the world. I cannot make any promises because I don't know the future. I don't even know whether I'm gonna get elected or not this year. But I do my best. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can promise you. Okay. But I do believe this world can be saved. I'm a student of Jesus, huge fan, admirer of Mr. Jesus. He had this vision, right? Yeah, kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it was in heaven, right? Mr. Jesus was visionary. He got dream, ambition for humanity. I like that. I'm his student, apprentice, huge fan. So I believe it can be done. That's what I believe. I believe humanity can be saved. I'm an optimist. I'm ambitious. I have a huge ambition for humanity, human race. I believe Jesus' death was not in vain. I believe Jesus died for us so that we can live, so that we can be saved. I do not believe Jesus' death was in vain. I believe he died for us to be saved. So no, I'm not antichrist. I will never put myself above Son of God. No. I'm a student. Jesus is my teacher. Okay, so probably he wouldn't allow me to say that because Jesus says, "Hey, Holy Spirit is your only teacher." Okay. Yeah, whatever, right? Trinity, whatever, right? So yeah, to me, Jesus is one of the greatest teacher of humanity. Arthur Schopenhauer, German philosopher, he said something like that too. Okay, so he admires Jesus. Okay, Schopenhauer. I admire Jesus. I admire Jesus. I'm a huge fan. I'm his number one fan. Okay, so I'm not antichrist. All right. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay. I don't have that much power. Okay. And I'm not antichrist. I'm pro Christ. I'm pro Jesus. All right. Yeah, I'm pro Jesus. I love Jesus. All right. We'll take 10 minutes. Okay. We're back. We gotta wrap it up real soon, okay? Outside it's kind of bright still, right? But it's close to midnight in Alaska. Alaskan summer is like this, okay? It's long daylight, right? Alaska winter, the opposite. Long dark nights, okay? So Alaska is like this. So, what else? Let's talk about Phoenix. Phoenix, I'm not sure what country that's from. Greece, maybe? I don't know. But there's some legend, mythology about Phoenix. It burns and out of ash, it get reborn. Rebirth. Kind of reincarnation, kind of, alright. Phoenix. Phonetics, like Phoenix. Phoenix. My guess would be maybe Greek. That would be my guess. Okay, let me bring my cell phone and find it out. My guess is Greek mythology. I don't know. So let me look it up. Okay, Phoenix. Greek. That's what I thought. Yeah, kind of born again concept, right? Yeah, this born again concept, right? In Christianity, yeah, they may have been influenced by this Greek mythology. Okay, I don't know. Okay, born again Christian, yeah, Phoenix, this rejuvenation, rebirth, right? Creative destruction, whatever. Okay, so uh, Jesus may have gotten this idea from Greeks. I don't know. Okay, that's one possibility. Okay, so yeah, Phoenix. Okay, so yeah, America is being born, right? But soon it will be reborn, right? It's being born, but it will be reborn. So I'm not worried about America at all, right? Yeah, I'm optimistic. Okay, yeah, America will rise from its own ashes. Okay, yeah, renewal, right? Rebirth. Yeah, I'm not worried about America at all. Right? America is very resilient. Okay, and also Caucasian race is fairly resilient too. It's not as vulnerable as I once thought it would be. Okay, so there are some Jews who are blonde, white skinned, and blue eyed. Okay, and Mr. Hitler. Okay, he sent a lot of these Caucasian Jews with blonde hair, white skin, blue eyed. From what I heard, what I've read, yeah, he sent them to this Holocaust camp anyway, just because they had some Jewish ancestors. Okay, that's very ignorant and that's very wrong. Okay, I mean, killing somebody is wrong, period. But what I'm saying is, yeah, Caucasians can be fairly resilient. All right, so yeah, I've met some Jews. They say they are Jews, but they are blonde and white skinned and blue eyed. To me, that's just Caucasian. That's just white. Okay, they may have some Jewish ancestors, so but they are mostly Caucasian. Okay, I have zero Jewish blood in me. I'm just purely Asian, Korean Asian American. I don't have any other kind, right? Maybe some Mongolian, maybe some Chinese, maybe some even Japanese. Japanese, I doubt it. Okay, but maybe some Chinese, Mongolian, right? But I'm just Korean American. Okay, 100% Asian. If you're mixed race, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, because many of my friends are mixed race. Okay, so yeah, they're the people I typically hang out with. Okay, because I'm brown, they are brown. Okay, so yeah, Hispanics, mixed race, Indians, Arabs, Jews, Asians. Those are the typical people that I hang out with because I'm brown myself. Okay, I'm neither black nor white. Okay, they're the typical people I hang out with. Okay, when I was in the U.S. Army, yeah, mixed race, Hispanics, Asians, Jews, Arabs. When I was in school, yeah, Indians and natives, and because we are all browns. Okay, so those are typical people I hang out with. Okay. Back in the days and nowadays, uh, I don't really hang out. Okay, the people at work, and when I go to bar and club, I go there by myself and I meet people there, and they are like from everywhere. Okay, all different ages, genders, races. Okay, we all just get along together. Okay, that's Alaska, and that's how America is supposed to be. That's how America used to be. Maybe it still is in some parts of the town, some parts of the country. Okay, let's keep it that way. Okay, let's get along. Right. So yeah. What else? I apologize. I'm sorry that we cannot quite. I cannot quite get back to mathematics because mathematics is a very big subject. It takes a lot of energy and concentration and focus. But nowadays, I'm running campaign. Okay, yes, one man campaign. There's nobody else involved, right? Uh, it's just one man campaign for now. All right, so that's my preoccupation nowadays. So that's why, to me, it's physically impossible to get back to mathematics. But if I lose this election, primary or general election, then I will get right back to mathematics and humanology, and we're gonna have some serious fun there. Okay, but if I do get elected, then I have to continue my campaign. Okay, if I get elected in this primary, I have to continue the campaign until November general election. If I win general election in November and become Alaska state senator for this district, then I'll be too busy doing politics to save the world, save Alaska. Yeah, well, local community, they don't quite need me to be saved. They don't need anybody to be saved. They are already good. Okay, but when it comes to Alaska or the world, they do need to be saved. But in this town, they don't need me. It's already they're already good. They don't need their savior here. Okay, they're doing perfectly fine. There's some crimes, right? Yeah, if I get elected, yeah, I can get rid of crimes in this, starting from this community, right? No problem. Because man's job, our job is to protect and preserve children, women, and elderlies, right? And that's our man's job, okay? And I can do it, right? Because I'm 42 years old by now, and I've learned a lot of good things, right? Yeah, they won't be difficult at all, right? But so yeah, if I get elected, we'll start with this community who elected me, right? We're gonna get rid of crimes here, and yes, homelessness, spruce beetles, we get rid of all of them. Okay. Well, criminals, well, they made some big mistakes, right? Homeless people, well, they didn't learn how to work. Okay, we'll teach them. Okay, no problem. Yeah, if I get elected, yeah, we'll start from this locality, right? And be a role model. Okay, paradigm shift. Sure, we can do that. If I don't get elected, hey, voters, people, they're the boss. They're like in humanology, they're like God. So no problem. Yeah, if I don't get elected, yeah, I get back to mathematics, humanology, and we're gonna have some serious fun. Okay, so I'm okay either way. All right, I'm running because well, it's fun and it's educational to me, and I'm being entertained. I'm being educated. That's why I'm running. That's why I'm running. Okay, I want to be educated. I want to be entertained, and also I want to educate people. I want to entertain people. Okay, so this goes both ways. Okay, yeah, that's why I'm running. Okay, so I will keep running whether I get elected or not. If I get elected, I will run to higher office, all the way to United States presidency. I will never stop running. Okay, then what if I become States president one day? Yeah, I do only one term, 4 years. Because I don't want to do more than 4 years. Okay. After that, what do I do? Retire? I don't think so. Maybe I start making movies, video arts, or become a professor, or writer, author, whatever. I find something to do. Okay. I never stop working. Yeah. So that's the plan. We'll take 5 minutes break. Probably we'll be on last break, okay? Because by now it's past midnight, I guess. Yeah, kinda. Okay, and I gotta get back to work tomorrow. Okay, but nowadays, what I find is I don't need that much sleep. Okay, because I'm busy. What I realize is that when you're busy, you don't need that much sleep. Okay, because you're more physically and mentally active, so you don't really need that much sleep. Okay, so yeah, you get used to busy routine. So and you learn to enjoy it, right? Yeah. Take 5 minutes break. Okay. So okay. Very good. Okay, we are once back, right? So, well, if you are new here, welcome to humanology. Okay, we are very down to earth, but at the same time we are intellectuals. Okay, so yeah, metaphysics and physics, we do all that stuff. Anywhere in between too. Okay, so welcome to humanology. Okay, so Black Lives Matters activism and movement. Okay, one way to look at it is this. Okay, so I'm a lawyer. Okay, lawyer's job is not about being impartial, fair, and balanced, unprejudiced. That's not lawyer. That is not lawyer's job. In lawyer's code of conduct, professional code of conduct, in lawyer attorney's job is zealous representation on behalf of your client. Okay, fair and impartial. That's not lawyer's job. Lawyer's job is to be biased, prejudiced, in favor of the lawyer's client. That's why so many people don't like lawyers very much. Okay, we have to pick a side. We have plaintiff side, defendant side. Okay, we are not impartial. We are very partial. Our job is to be partial and biased and prejudiced on behalf of the client that we represent. That's our lawyer's job. It's professional code of conduct. Okay. If we don't do that, then we may lose our lawyer's license. Okay. Lawyer's job is to be partial, biased, and prejudiced on behalf of, in favor of our clients. It could be criminal defense, prosecutor, corporate, or small guys, personal injury, injured plaintiffs, civil plaintiffs, or insurance companies, or big government, or big corporation, or whatever. Okay? Lawyer's job is to take one side on behalf of this client. It could be pro bono, for free, yeah, for the benefit of people who cannot afford attorney's fees. So that's lawyer's job. To be impartial, to be fair and square, balanced, that's not lawyer's job. That's judge's job, juror's job, jury. Okay, so lawyer's job is different. Is to take side and to be biased and prejudiced. That's why lawyers don't have very good reputation. Okay. So activism is likewise. Okay. Black Lives Matter activism is African American advocacy group. Okay, so they are like lawyers on behalf of African Americans. Now, white lives matter. I don't think it's fair to say black lives matter they're not racist, but white lives matter they are racist. That's not fair, right? But black lives matter activists, it's not their job to be fair and square and balanced. They are like lawyers. They take side. Okay, so for your information, okay, so alright? Yeah, this is one way to look at it, okay? So one way to understand it. You get it now? Okay. Any advocacy group, okay, activism, ideological group like pro LGBT, yeah, they're like lawyers, okay, they take side, okay, so there was this rally about 2 years ago, okay, pro straight, like straight life matter, okay, yeah, but LGBT advocates, pro LGBT activists, they say, oh, that's homophobic, that's wrong, because it's not their job to be fair and square. Their job is as activists. They are advocacy group. Okay, so they are like lawyers. Okay, they pick side. All right, so yeah, that's why they are not fair and square. Okay, so that's one way to understand them. Okay. Now we kind of understand why they are doing what they are doing, right? Very good. Live and learn, right? Yeah. What else? So it's good to have this diversity of opinions and ideas in America, right? Yeah, it's good. So so many people are taking down the statues, right? Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, George Washington, right? So I wrote this article and submitted to local newspapers, but they didn't publish it. Why? Because they already published so many articles that I have submitted. Because I submit at least once a month. So they have to, as editors of local newspapers, they have to give other people some voice. Okay, they cannot always publish my article. Okay, so I understand. Okay, so because it's not published, uh, let me tell you what it is about. Okay, let me publish it here. Okay, yeah, the article's title is like renaming America. Okay, the point is that Amerigo Vespucci, he's a slave trader. So I'm gonna rename America because it's named after a slave trader. I'm gonna rename the city Washington D.C. George Washington, slave owner. Yeah, D.C. District Columbia, Columbus, Christopher Columbus, slave trader, right? So you're gonna rename Washington D.C. What are you gonna rename it to? Hmm? Obama City. Okay, United States of America. Amerigo Vespucci, named after slave trader. What are you gonna rename it to? United States of Obama. Huh? Columbia University. Yeah, Christopher Columbus, slave trader. Okay, what are you gonna rename it to? University of Obama. Huh? Washington State. George Washington. Yeah, slave owner, right? So you're gonna rename it as what? Obama State. Come on. And there's some other articles written 2 years ago. I can't look it up. Okay. But my original article renaming America, it was not from any other articles. Okay, but later on, after I wrote this article, yeah, I ran into this article that gave more thorough historical analysis of that. Okay, it was written like 2 years ago. Okay, so yeah, I was not the only one who noticed that. Okay, because this rename ism is not new, right? It's been there for a while. Okay, so I learned, right? So, yeah. So how about what's the job of politician? Is it if you're the president of the United States as Democratic Party candidate or Republican Party candidate, what's your job? Is it to be fair and impartial, or is it to be side with the left or right? Okay, that's an interesting question, right? So we'll take 5 minutes break and we'll answer that question. We're not going to just attempt to answer that question. We'll answer it. Why? It's an easy question, right? Because hey, back in the days, as recently as 3 months ago, we are solving very difficult mathematical problems, right? Compared to mathematics, politics is piece of work. It's easy. Piece of cake. I don't like the expression because it's not easy to make a cake. No, I don't even know how to make a cake. It's not easy. Cake walk, dancing style. I don't think they'll be very easy. Because I don't know that dancing style. It's partnership dancing, right? Kind of rock in the circle, cakewalk. I don't think that would be an easy dancing style to learn. I don't know that dancing style. If it's partnership dancing, then it's not easy. you have to watch out. You don't want to step on somebody else's toes, right? I I love watching. Well, do I love watching partnership dancing? Well, as long as it is same race and opposite gender, yeah, then yeah. But otherwise, no. Yeah, I'm kind of conservative too. So, and there are some exceptions, right? Anti-authoritarianism, but yeah. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? So, yeah. Don't even get me started on that, okay? There are some exceptions, because whatever. I mean, yeah. I'll tell you more about that later, okay? But not tonight, okay? Okay. So, president, okay, or any elected official, right? Hypothetically, let's say I get elected in this Alaskan Republican primary, and then in this August, okay, then I will compete with uh, Democrat candidate and independent candidate. So there will be three of us, and hypothetically, if I get elected, yeah, then I'll be Alaskan state senator for this district of 40,000 people in Alaska. Okay, yeah, but then yeah, some people voted for me, some people didn't. Okay, it doesn't matter. I have to represent everyone, whether they voted for me or not, no matter what party affiliation they may have. They may be unaffiliated, undeclared, independent, or they may be Democrats, Republicans. And I appreciate Democrats in Alaska because there are not that many. Okay, I appreciate them being minority. It takes a lot of courage and bravery to be a political minority, to be Democrats in Alaska. That's not easy. Okay, and I appreciate that. Why? Because I'm minority myself. I mean, within the Republican Party, there are some of us who are more pro-choice than pro-life. Okay, some of them even elected officials in the Republican Party. Okay, yeah, I appreciate minority. Okay, I do. because I am one. I like being minority. I want to be minority. Why? It's more challenging. Okay, so I like being minority. I prefer to be minority because it's more difficult. That's my upbringing. Okay, challenging, difficult, hard life. That's how I was raised. How I grew up. Okay, hard life. Right. When I was in basic combat training in Fort Benning, Georgia, there was this African American platoon sergeants. Okay, yeah, they kind of recognized me living very hard life because when everybody's just relaxing, I would sweep the floor, mop the floor. Okay, so yeah, they appreciated that. Okay, okay. So president's job or any elected official's job, it has to be more like juror, representative of the general population, like a judge, neutral, fair and balanced, fair and square. Okay. And President Trump, he doesn't know that. Okay, so he's more like left, right-leaning, far right, conservative, right? He doesn't quite understand politics. Okay, but if you are elected as a Democrat, as a Republican, or as independent, once you get elected, you have to represent everybody, even the people who did not vote for you. Okay, because democracy in America is supposed to be representative government. You have to represent everyone, even the people who did not vote for you, right? So if you're the president of the United States and you got elected on this Republican Party ticket like President Trump did, his job is to represent everyone, not just Republicans, but Democrats and independents as well. But he didn't quite do that. Why? Because he doesn't quite understand politics. And he understands real estate development business. But we Republicans, we thought that would be enough, right? But it turned out that it wasn't enough. Look at America today. Is America greater than before? Is America great again? That's what President Trump and his people are assuming. That's kind of presumptuous position, right? But a position that cannot be rationally defended, right? His next motto, right? His re-election motto, keep America great. Well, that has this assumption that America has become great again. Is America great now? Is America great again now ever since President Trump's election? His presidency. America is by far worse than President Obama's days, President Bush's days, President Clinton's days. America has become a lot worse. It's not great at all. So President Trump has this assignment, his task, his homework to do. He still need to make America great again because it's not great now. It's a lot worse. He did not make America great again, just like unlike he promised to do so. He failed miserably. Okay? It's not his fault, okay? It's just that he doesn't have any capacity, competence to do so. He wanted to do so, right? But he couldn't. Because he didn't have what it takes to make America great again. Right? Who does? I do. Okay, I'm running for American United States presidency. Yes, this year 2020. Okay. Is how many months from now? It's June, so November, 5 months from now, right? But if enough Americans vote for me to be president of the United States, my name won't be on the ballot because I'm not there. right? But if enough American people write down my name on the ballot, then nobody will ignore that because America is a democratic country. It's about democracy, ruled by the people. Okay, so writing, writing candidate, whatever is this election law requirement, but I don't have time for that. Okay? I don't have time to ask for signatures. 10% of population, I don't have time for that. Okay? But if enough American citizens write down my name in the ballot, they will not ignore it. Okay. Some presidential fantasy, sure. That's all I can do. Okay. Keep trying, right? Yeah. But Vice President Joe Biden, I don't think he's better candidate than President Trump. Okay, to be honest. Okay. If I have two choices between Vice President Joe Biden and President Trump, I will vote for President Trump. Why? Because I want to see this southern border wall completed. Okay. I love Mexico. I've been there. Tijuana when I was in Los Angeles. Yeah, I've been to Tijuana. Fantastic people, beautiful people, amazing, authentic taco and this seafood cocktail. I love Mexico. Okay, but I mean, but we still need border wall. Okay, yeah. My policy, if I'm the president of the United States, even the people who came to America illegally, if they have legitimate, legal, good jobs, we let them stay here. Why? Because plucking out of them and deporting them to the country where they are from, it will do more harm than good. Okay, if they have legitimate, good jobs in America, even if they came here illegally, we let them stay. And seasonal workers, contract workers from foreign countries, we need them. American farming industry, agriculture, we need foreign workers. They are not illegal immigrants. No, work visa, yeah, we let them in, work, but they are legal. Okay, so that's where I disagree with President Trump. Okay, China, he's arm wrestling with China, right? If I'm the president, I will not be doing that, right? Because China is international trade partner. They are not our enemy. So I disagree with President Trump on that too. Okay. Not very smart, right? Yeah. We'll take 5 more minutes break and we'll start talking about tofu. Tofu, soybean, okay? Because there are a lot of story I can tell you, okay? We'll stop and start, okay? Because I don't lose for this.